Ambassador Piali, what do you know? What from the corridors of power? Because you are closer to the corridors of power. What exactly is the reason why the president would use the presidential jet?
I will start by saying the hypocrisy of politics.
Okay.
Is it the hypocrisy of politics?
How do you mean?
Can you get your production team to just screen 2 seconds of Nitiwul defending why the former president had to use, private jets?
He said the presidential jet is not comfortable. He said it's not comfortable.
That presidential
jet
is not comfortable.
Yes.
The same jet which is available.
And sometimes when the president wants to use the washroom and things, he struggles. It's not comfortable. That's what he said.
The president did some international relations before he was sworn in. I know he went to Gambia and also a few countries he touched.
And Senegal.
Senegal, yeah, sure.
Yes.
And he used his brother's plane. I will not give the details of the security that was incorporated, but nobody is naive to know that the life of the president is a prime concern of every Ghanaian. And if Nitiwul had asked the wing that you are talking about, you would have been told how they, put themselves into that trip. You would have been told. You have been on Emirates, and many heads of states have joined Emirates.
Fact. That's true.
Many, including the former president Akufo-Addo. So, the president had taken over less than 15 days. Prior to his taking over, he has used his brother's jet, albeit with beefed up security. You know that the receiving government who has invited or who the president was going to has a responsibility to ensure the security of the president.
True.
And at the airport, you saw all the security that received him. So the arguments of the president's security being sacrificed because he has used a brother's jet. What is it about Ibrahim that irks the NPP so much? The same Ibrahim Mahama, the silted Odo River for free, and hell broke loose.
Was taken to the cleaners.
Cleaners.
Big time.
He did clean it. Somebody was given $43 million to clean the same project, and you see what is it there. What is it? What is this hypocrisy about? My brother, my nephew is Asifwa. He's been elected as a president. He has to do some quick meetings here and there. No, yes, connection doesn't mean the connection doesn't mean the connection you people do. He has to connect with his previous, colleague presidents. There's nothing illegal about it, unless you are talking about connection
don't mind me, Uncle.
as the
Don't mind me.
as the MPP does. Don't mind me too. So I saw Nitiwul. He could not even breathe in Parliament. He could not even. He was almost getting choked, saying that it is offensive to him. To who? You? Nitiwul, who are you? You were the same person standing in Parliament, and one of your statements is the reason why the MPP lost. You, Nitiwul, one of the statements, reason why the MPP lost. We took it and said, "Oh, President will." That was what we were using to the villagers. Now you, the same person, come and stand and say, "No, it's offensive to you," without even getting a statement from the communication squadron or whatever it is.
Of the Ghana Armed Forces.
Of the Ghana Armed Forces. I was thinking that it was going to be the Ghana Armed Forces even querying that, Mr. President, we can't sacrifice your security. The armed forces cannot raise that because they inputted into those trips. And if you have been on Emirates, as you have been on Emirates, I don't want to reveal their security structure, but on every 3 seats, there's a security. Well trained international security. That's what the international civil aviation regulations mean. So, in my view, nobody can attack our president unless there's a hijack, or unless an opponent has decided that I will board the plane to go and harm the plane. Nobody can do that. Both on flight and at the Emirates airport, nobody can harm our president. Because you know the Emirates, as soon as the president lands at the airport, 2 minutes is off the airport.
Right.
In a very secured vehicle. So this is much ado about nothing. And as politicians, we should be mindful that the internet does not sleep. Or people don't forget. What we say today is Fantiforce on the Horror Channel. Can you see Nitiwul? The same Nitiwul who caused the defeat of the NPP by saying that the president needed to bath in the air, whatever, or he said freshen up, and who took it as bathing in the air? Of course, the Ghana is so interesting. When we say review, say cancel.
Of course,
when you say review, say cancel.
But Uncle Sampi, I mean, look, you raised concerns at the time when the NDC kept asking why, in fact, it was some
that time the president.
Yes.
Listen.
Right.
Look, we have passed that era.
No, understand. No, I'm
that time.
No.
That time.
You didn't really let me ask my
1
question.
minute.
You have understood me.
That time the president.
Yes.
Was frequently using those jets.
I get that, but I get it. But but this is my question actually,
Yes.
which is that from what Nitiwul was saying, yes, whatever concerns or whatever defects was associated with the jet at the time, as far as he's concerned, have been fixed. The jet is now, per his assessment of what he knows, is now comfortable.
If that man had been my, defense minister,
yes,
I'll have an apology for him. Because he knows that the last president, the former president, had used the jet the last time before he exited. And for every 25,000 kilometers that jet does, it has to be maintained.
True.
He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that. What is more comfortable in Emirates, that the president will sacrifice the comfort of a private jet of Ghana, coat of arms, palace, and go on an Emirates? What is more comfortable than that?
How do you respond to this? Frank Likujo has been writing on this. And Frank Likujo says that, I understand President John Dramani Mahama recently traveled to the Gambia and Senegal on Israel. Anyway, Frank, good morning. It's good to hear from you. He says, I understand President John Dramani Mahama recently traveled to the Gambia and Senegal on his brother's private jet. The acting spokesman for the president, Honorable Felix Fuzu-Kwache, explains that the visit was at no cost to the taxpayer.
No.
I choose to believe it, given the president's brother is a very generous man and has done some public good in the past with his own money. However, can Honorable Kwachufusu tell us if the cost of this visit was classified as a gift to the state and declared, given that the president's brother is a private citizen? As you are aware, not long ago, a finance minister under the recently overwhelmingly retired NPP government told us he was not receiving salary. We believed him, and look where it ended us: a debt iceberg, pickpocketing measly savings of innocent and defenseless citizens in the name of debt exchange and a coup de grace, junk-rated economy.
Well, at the time that he went to Gambia and Senegal, he had not been sworn in as the president,
right?
And you know that,
right?
So, I understand my friend Franklin, that some classification would have been made, but at that time he was a quasi-private person.
Okay.
You understand?
All right.
So, we have time to talk about too many things, but
No
I am appalled about the position of
Dominic
Nitiwul.
Nitiwul.
If it was as if we're talking about it, then I thought that he was talking it out for public good.
Okay.
I know from Nitiwul.
All right.
And you could not even breathe.